Hello everyone and welcome to the second episode of Rated Puzzles Grind on chess.com. As always, today I will try to solve rated puzzles as quickly as possible and then explain the solution or just my thoughts on the puzzle. And yeah, just do my best. So let's get going. Wow, this is interesting. Okay, so I think it's either bishop takes or knight there. I suppose the knight move doesn't really threaten anything, but I mean he would have to capture. I feel like its bishop takes. Well, it would be fun if it was neither of these moves, but yeah, I would just guess that it's this. Okay, and it's wrong, so is it this? It's neither, okay? So I must be missing something then. I absolutely must be missing something. And I could try and attack the knight. Wait, maybe this is it. It doesn't have any. Well, it would have this square. If I attack the knight, it can't go there, but then I attack it again. And then it doesn't have nowhere to go, so maybe it's just this. Yeah, and here attacks my knight. I mean, I can just go back, right? Yeah, and the knight is just trapped. Yeah, I completely missed this. I suppose it makes sense to just try and look for pawn pushes, but yeah, an interesting puzzle. Okay, so here we have an end game. Right, so if I move my king, he can just check me and I have to go in some similar place. If I go here, he just takes, and if I go here, he takes, I take, and he just gets my pawn. So I think if I promote, he has to take, and then if I just go here, I think I just win because... Wait a second. Oh, maybe not, because if I go, he takes, then I'm in check. I must move here, and then he just moves his king, and if I capture his rook, captures my pawn, and then he gets to my pawn first. So this is interesting. It actually might be this, because I'm threatening to... Wait a second. This is not so simple actually. It's probably not just pushing the pawn, because it's check and... Yeah, it's not a good look. Once again, if I promote, it just takes, and I lose. I mean, I don't win, it's a draw, right? But I suppose I can win somehow. If I do this... Wait, this might be a good move actually. Because I threaten to promote, and if he captures this, I just promote anyway. Okay, I think this is actually the only winning move, because these for sure don't win, and that doesn't win, and that doesn't win. So I think this is the only move. I literally don't see anything else, because even if he tries something like this, well, I just promote anyway. And yeah, I just win, I think. So let's try it. Okay, and okay, I have two ways to queen. Okay, and if I actually queen this way, he checks here, and it's mate. Wait a second. Right, I have to be careful. Actually, if I promote any of the pawns now, it's just mate, so I think I have to go here to prevent mate. Yeah, I think it's pretty much the only move. If I go here, he has this again, and I have to go here. Wait, what's the difference between these two? If I go here, he can check me. Right, and when wherever I go, he can just check me. So maybe it's actually just this. Because then, even if he checks, I just go here. He has no more checks. If he goes anywhere, I just win, so I think it's just this. Because if he goes there, I promote this. And if he goes there, wait a second. If I go here, he can just go back. And then I have nothing new, so wait, it has to be this maybe, because if he tries to keep checking me, I just run towards his rook until he has no more checks. Yes, and then I think I promote and I win. Yeah, because if I go here, he just goes back and it's the same, so I think it has to be this. Okay, it's not. Wait, what's the difference? Wait. Are you telling me that I can promote and not get mated? Wait. I must have missed something. If I promote, isn't this just mate? Wait. Oh my god, are you telling me that I have to promote to a knight? And then I can get the queen? Okay. Wow, that's crazy. But isn't it winning if I go here? Has rook a6. And then I can't promote because I lose. Wow. Okay, that's crazy puzzle. Wow, that's just crazy. I have to promote a knight. Wow. That's crazy. Wow. Crazy stuff, guys. Crazy stuff. Yeah, so it just makes sense. I promote a knight, so I give a check and I give my king this square to move to. And then I just get a queen and win. Wow, wow, wow. Crazy, crazy puzzle. Right, so I think it's okay. So, of course, if I took that, he would just take with the queen. Okay, that's a bit bad of me to not just realize that instantly. Okay, so this seems like a reasonable move, except it would hang the rook, but it's not a check, and it would be mate. And if I go here, if he takes my queen with the rook, what do I do then? Then I could take his queen and I would be hitting his rook and his other rook. So I think it has to be this, but once again I'll try and not be too hasty because it can backfire. Yeah, but that looks like a great move. Does he have any crazy good answer? I don't see it. So I'll trust that this is the move. And it's not the move. Okay. I suppose what I missed is that then he has this check perhaps. Yeah, I'm not sure. I am not sure at all. So if it's not this, what could it be then? Well, I was looking at this, but he just takes. Then even if I give this check, he just takes my pawn. And I don't like how it looks. So I will just take a hint because I am clueless about what is going on. So it's a queen move after all. I mean, it has to be this then. It's not this. Wow, that is very confusing. Once again, if I go here, just takes with the queen. Right. And then I don't think I have anything. Yes, so if I go here, I also have nothing. So maybe I just go back somehow. Maybe here to defend my rook and still attack that square. Okay, that might be it. Okay, it's not that. It can't be this, right? Okay. And I think neither of these squares make any sense, so then I suppose this square is left. Okay, but why? I guess it has the same idea, but I guess it also hits that pawn. Yeah, and threatens mate that way, so I guess this square is just better. And now I believe I have this, because my rook is protected now, and this is just a skewer. Okay, wow, 2% pass rate. Wow, that's so low. I wonder why does my initial idea doesn't work? Why does it not work? He has this check, yeah. Yeah, and I guess that check just removes any chances. Oh, then he just takes my queen. And somehow wins the game. Wow, so that's crazy. Apparently it's this move so that I hit everything. And then that is strong after. Wow. Yeah, I guess that's just makes sense. A bit crazy, but okay, pretty bad results in a row, but I mean the puzzles were interesting and I wasn't in a hurry. I took my time, so yeah, a bit unfortunate, but it's still fine. Alright, let's get this one right. So if I can trade queens and take a position, I should be winning. Yeah, because that's how this two kings and a pawn endgame works. I have to be careful not to do this because then he just takes and I lose. Yes, so I have to check them somehow. And then trade queens. So if I go here, if he goes there, then I do this and I trade queens and I should be winning. If he goes up, then what do I do? What do I do then? Yeah, maybe this check is better because then he has to go to a light square, one of these two, and anywhere he goes, I have a check to trade queens, and then it should be winning. I just get a position, which I should be able to get because I can push this pawn always if I need to. Yes, and basically a position is when kings are at such a distance and it's your move, then you win because this king has to move out of the way. Yes, and now how I win this is I try to keep our kings at such a distance. Yeah, let's say he goes here, I just do this, and I have a position now because it's his move, and he has to move away somewhere, let's say here. Then I just go here, and I basically protect this path for my pawn to promote. And I think I can push the pawn already, I'm not sure. Because if I go, and if he tries to go back, I just go one square, and if he still goes, yeah, I'm already protecting my pawn. Yeah, and if he goes here, I think I can just push, because even if he tried to block, I just claim a position again, and he has to move away. Yes, and then it's one. I actually had such an endgame today in one of my games. I had basically a huge lead in a rapid game, but I got low on time, and I got to this exact end game. I had a G pawn, and I had a position and a very similar position, but I had like 7 seconds left on the clock, and I just blundered the repetition, and at least it was a draw. But yeah, this endgame should be winning for sure. So yeah, very nice puzzle, the first one correct of the day. So yeah, if you get some puzzles wrong, guys, don't give up, you can bounce back. Yeah, believe in yourselves, and make sure to stay hydrated, drink some water like I'm doing now. Okay, another endgame. Let's see. So he's 4 squares away, I'm 3 squares away. If I push, he goes there, and yeah, wherever I try to go, he can just block, and I can't win. Now, if I go here, he goes here, I go here, and this path is protected by my pawn. If I go here, he tries to go there. Then I push, and if he goes there, once again, it's protected. And if we raise, yeah, I just win. We check, and then I collect the pawns. So I think it has to be this. I mean, if it's incorrect, I will be amazed, but I'm pretty sure. Yes. And then I just do this, and I promote. Very nice. And then, like, whatever he does, I just collect the pawn and collect the other pawn if I want to, or just mate him. Yeah, so very nice. Okay, very interesting. So if I go here, I threaten mate, but then he could just push the pawn, and I would have nothing, I think. Yeah, because if I go here, he pushes the pawn, I can't capture it because of the rook. Then I could try this, but then he just does that. Oh, and then, yeah, once again, takes. I guess then I can take with check. That's the only move. Then I could take with check again. He would have to take with the rook. And I could take with check again. And in terms of material, we would be equal. Oh no, I would actually be down a bishop. And I would have no mating attacks. So that looks bad. Yes, and if I do nothing, can he just mate me somehow? Yes, that would just be a forced mate. So, yeah, let's check again. He has this, I have to take. He takes, only move, boom, and no more moves. So, I can't really defend this square, because if I go here, he could bring his rook, and yeah, I would be lost. So, I have to check him, I think, and this is my only check. So, maybe I should try to make it work. Can't capture like this because it's 8, so has to capture this way. And I have no more checks then, which is bad. Might just be bringing my queen back, because otherwise I just lose. Yeah, if you trade queens, I think the game might be playable at least. Because I don't see any mating attack. If I go here, once again, there is this forced mate. And I lose. If I go here, he just takes. I have no checks. I have nothing. So this seems like the only move which doesn't lose the game immediately. Yeah, I will just go for it. If it's wrong, it's wrong. I don't really see anything else I can do. Yeah, let's just try. And it's incorrect. Okay. So, what did I miss? I have no idea. It's a queen move. Don't tell me it's this. Okay, so I missed some other queen move. What could it have been? Wait a second. This is just forced mates, isn't it? Wow, I totally missed this. Wow, that's actually like a pretty common pattern. Okay, I feel ashamed, guys. I missed this. It's fairly common, but I didn't even consider the queen sack. Yeah, it was actually another check I had, which I just completely did not consider. Yeah, and the moment I saw that move as a candidate move and calculated it, it became very clear that it's just a forced mate. Yeah, so I guess the lesson here is to remember to check for all possible checks. Yeah, a bit upsetting, not gonna lie, but well, at least I learned something, I suppose. This looks reasonable. Don't see any great way for him to punish that, because here I just retreat and the spawn is still pinned. I mean, is this a bait puzzle? Is it just wrong for some reason? Is there anything better? I mean, I could go here, then he can just take and nothing changes for the better. So I really think that this move is not horrible. I suppose I will just go for it. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Right, so I think here just retreating is the best move, because it keeps the pawn pinned. And yeah, anything else doesn't seem great. So, and he doesn't have a good way to attack my knight and somehow take advantage of this, because that bishop is locked. So I think it's this. Yes, and if he does this, well, he's trying to accomplish this, obviously. So I can just retreat. Okay, I can't. Okay, now this move doesn't make sense. Right, now this is interesting. What can I do? I go here, he can just take. Would that trap his queen somehow? Actually, probably not. Probably not. Wait, would it? I just go here. Wait a second. Let's see, if I go here, he takes, he can't go there. He could just go one square up and at least trade queens. Right. Oh, he couldn't because my bishop also covers that. Yeah, so I think his queen would actually be trapped, but then he could counterattack my queen. But I would just go one square up. And he would be trapped, so I think this is it. And now this is the key move, I think. Wait, what's the difference between these two again? Wait a second, if I go here, do I give anything away? What is the difference? What is the difference? Let's say I go here. His queen is trapped. Oh, if I go here, we could go here and just trade queens. Right, but if I go here, this square is not an option. So I think this is the correct one. Yes, and now my queen is also under attack. And they can't avoid the trade, so I just take this and then I take the queen. And his king can't castle, and I'm just up a piece. Yes, I'm pretty sure that that's the way to proceed. Nice. Okay, let's go, guys. Some correct puzzles. Yeah, so this is just a free knight, and if he tries to attack your queen, you can just move away. And yes, the issue then is that he tries to attack this knight, but you can just move it away, because if he captures that, his queen is just trapped. But yeah, you have to be careful about how you trap it. You have to be precise, because once again, if I was to go here, he would have this, and he would just trade queens. So you have to block the square, and here, if he tries to do this, you just take the bishop, and you're up a piece. So a very nice puzzle. Right, so my knight is pinned. I think in this puzzle I have 0 checks, which is nice. I can't miss a check if there are no checks. Wow, I have no idea. What can I do here? I mean, this is the only move which attacks something and doesn't lose the game immediately. I can't move the knight because it's pinned. I don't see any reasonable bishop move. My rooks also can't really move. So that pawn push is the only move I really see which could be reasonable. Yeah, I just don't see anything else. Like, I can't move these pieces anywhere. And none of the pawn pushes make any sense besides this one. So I think it's the only move which can be correct. Yeah, if it's not, then wow, I really don't know. Okay, what now? So it's almost trapped the bishop. I could try to this, but now this pawn is hanging, which is not great. Now this might move would protect the pawn, at least, but wouldn't really do anything else. Wow, this is crazy. I mean, if I go here, I wouldn't really be threatening anything. Yes, he could just check me, I'd have to go somewhere, and he could just come in with his queen, and it wouldn't be nice at all. Oh, he couldn't, because that is protected by my pawn. But still, it's looking scary, and if I go here to attack it somehow, he can take my pawn. And if I attack it again, he can just go back, and even if I take it, he just takes also. And I don't see how that benefits me in any way. Or I could try and push this pawn. And he can't go back because that would be a fork, right? And if he takes, I could take with the knight. And if he took with the queen, I could attack his queen, which would be not in the best place. Right, so this seems like the only move which makes any sense to begin with, and what happens after that, I'm not sure, but I think I'll just try. Okay, and I'm pretty sure that this is the only move. Let's double check. Yeah, that just makes no sense, so I think it has to be this. Right, and now I'd like to attack his queen somehow. If I go here, that just hangs my bishop. I go here, it makes more sense. Then he could just take my pawn. Right. If I somehow try to attack his queen again, he could just go up. Right. What if I attacked his queen this way? Then it would almost be... Oh wait, I attack the queen, he has to move it, and then I push it again, and the bishop is trapped. Yeah, that must be it. Anything else doesn't seem to trap the queen in any way. Yeah, this is so beautiful, it must be the move. Okay, it's not, I should have been more patient once again. So that's not the move. And this just hangs the bishop. I suppose it has to be this then. Okay, it's neither of these moves. Wow, what could it be then? Hmm. Could it somehow be this anyway? He takes the bishop and I just lose, right? I'll just take a hit. I have no idea. So it's a bishop move. And this is not the move. This just hangs the bishop. Not that many other moves. This just hangs the bishop also. And this also. I mean, if he takes, like I guess he has to move the queen. But I don't really see... Okay, this move might be it because it's crazy. Because it attacks the rook also, so even if he moves the queen, I get the rook. Right. Okay. But why does the pawn push not work? That's crazy. But this puzzle is really difficult. What if I push the pawn? As queen d3. Oh, that's e3. d3. And what if I do this? Queen g6 check. Okay. Wow. And it's just bad. I can't take the bishop because his queen just doesn't allow me to. He can just get a draw. Or he can let me take the bishop and just, yeah, win the game. Okay, so it doesn't work. But this other move, which is also very beautiful, taking the pawn with the bishop, also attacks the rook. So even if he moves the queen, I get the rook. Yeah, if he goes for this, I mean, I get his queen for a rook and the bishop. So it's 1 point of material better for me, I suppose. So wow, that was very, very difficult, but I suppose it makes sense. Yeah, so not going too well today, but yeah, let's keep going. So I have this check, which just gets me a rook, which is nice, or just a bishop, which is also great. So if you see a good move, look for better. Sometimes that's what you have to do. But I think it's really a great move. It should be winning. It should be winning. And I don't really see any other checks or attacks or anything, and he doesn't threaten mate in one or something, so I'll just trust me that this is the move. Right, and now I could take the rook, but even better is taking the bishop, I think, because then the rook is under attack. Yes, and if he goes somewhere, let's say he attacks my bishop, Well, then I can just get out and I have a bishop. Yeah, wait, let me check. If I take the rook now, it takes my bishop and my rook is also trapped. So I think I should take this. If he takes the knight, I would take the rook, so he wouldn't take my knight. He would move the rook. Not that many safe squares. If he goes here, then what do I have? I would have... Yeah, I wouldn't have much. Right. So how do I proceed? So I have to take the bishop, I think, because otherwise it's just losing. Right, so let's begin with this. Oh, if he does this, I just take the rook. But what if he... Oh wait, he went here, I think, right? What if he does this? What do I do? Oh my god, bishop takes b5. This knight is also hanging. So I just leave these pieces to die. I see I don't care about you guys. But I suppose I get out with my knight. Some. Yeah, and I'm up piece. So, if this knight wasn't hanging, I think it would actually be quite bad for me. Yeah, because as you can see, unless I take the knight, it's not great. Oh, wait, was this what happened in the puzzle? Oh, I mean, not here, right? If he takes here, I just take the rook. And then, it was, what was it in the puzzle again? Oh, I calculated this line if he doesn't capture, if he does this, right, then I have this. Wow, crazy puzzles today. At least we got this one right. Okay. Wait, I already did 9 puzzles. That's crazy. Whoa, time truly flies. I suppose I did some of them quickly, but wow, 9 puzzles already. I only feel like I've been doing this for like 10 minutes or something, but it must be close to an hour. Pretty crazy. Okay, so I suppose the next one is the last one. So let's try and get it right. Oh, this looks promising. So does this. Okay, don't have that check because of the bishop, right? Important, but probably the queen is just enough somehow because I have the pawn. Right, he can't go there because I go there and take his queen. And if he tries to run there, I check him. And wherever he goes, I get the queen, so I will just trust. And I don't even have this check because of the rook. I'm trolling, but I have this check, fortunately. Yeah, guys, careful, don't hang pieces in such instances. Yeah, but this check makes everything work, so yes. Does this, I just do this and connect the screen. Okay, yeah, be careful. I'm actually surprised how often my brain doesn't realize that some move just hang a piece. I watched my yesterday's video, the first one of Rated Puzzles Grind on chess.com, and yeah, I'm surprised by how often I show that I'm calculating something and the move would just hang a piece and lose immediately. So yeah, it's interesting and how like I see this, but like it takes me some more time to see that the bishop actually covers that square. So yeah, be careful, guys. Always think if some move doesn't just hang a piece. And yeah, well, this puzzle was very beautiful. Yeah, I just had to be careful and not hang any pieces. And yeah, the idea was not too complicated. Yeah, and very nice. All right, so I guess that's 10 puzzles for today. Wow, it went by so quickly. I mean, yeah, in the beginning it was a bit unfortunate, but yeah, I noticed that yeah, yesterday I also bounced back in the second half of the puzzles, and today I suppose the second half was also better. So yeah, I suppose that's all for today. We lost some rating, but yeah, I really enjoyed the puzzles. Many of them were interesting, even if some of them were really difficult. But yeah, just keep grinding, come back tomorrow, solve more puzzles, and I'm sure that eventually I will close into 2500. And yeah, so far I plan to record most of my days where I'm doing puzzles so you guys can also see my progress. And yeah, hopefully, if eventually I climb higher, you will be able to see how I improved, how I was thinking. And yeah, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you got this far into the video, I really appreciate it. You can also like the video if you liked it, and you can subscribe to my channel to see some more chess content from me in the future. So yeah, once again, thank you so much and see you next time.